What's up, guys? Oh my goodness. So, this is Breen, Cryptic Tales of Tarot. Welcome to my channel. But if you're still coming back, thank you. I appreciate it. And just like I said in my previous recording, someone did leave a comment about my talents on here, and I don't know if they were being sarcastic or not, but thank you anyways. Um, From the previous recording, you'll know that I was testing the weekend about how many people view shit, okay? And it seems like a lot of you guys just catch up on viewing stuff that you missed throughout the week. And let me tell you, yesterday I had to take the dogs to get groomed and then spiritually cleansing and shit. There's definitely a lot of jealousy going on when it comes to tarot readers, but you know what? Fuck it. I mean, I'm not in competition with anybody. I just do what I do. That's it. And I'm so tired from the weekend and everything that I almost forgot to say it's new moon in Libra, and it's a wonderful time for love. And just like I said in my other recording, you cannot watch this recording unless you watch the previous one. Because if you skip, you ain't gonna get this video. It's just not gonna make sense. And the tarot reading shall come mañana. Okay? Shit, look, I'm tired. I'm already in my pajamas and shit. Going up in my. Okay. Oh, look. Two, two, two. Oh. I'm getting my thing here. Okay. So, um, this journal here, it's called This New Moon is for the Lovers by Liz Simons. According to astrologist Liz Simons, this new moon in Libra is the time for lovers. Based on her journal called Love Lives Transform Forever under the October's new moon. People can expect a phone call, a text message, or an email from their secret crush or the one they wish to marry. Having said that, consider your single days, bad dates, and romantic struggles to end because love is in the air with the new moon in Libra 2025. In addition to this, singles might find themselves swept off their feet by their long awaited twin flames and soulmates. Furthermore, Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and creativity and beauty. And Libra is in charge of the seventh house of marriage and partnerships. This creates a beautiful time for love for every zodiac sign. And this is the perfect time for singles to find love as well. On another note, given how this new moon in Libra comes with the magic triangle, I mentioned this in the previous recording. So, this magic triangle, it will assist twin flames and soulmates to reunite because now is the time for them to take the next steps, such as moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, and starting a family, etc. However, just because this is a time for love, Libra doesn't fuck around when it comes to toxicity, which means that if you're in a toxic and abusive relationship, then you can expect it to end. With that being said, Libra wants people to be happy and to help them deepen relationships that are based on true love. 505 on the timer. So basically, the key elements of this new moon are as follows: new beginnings to plant seeds to create long lasting and harmonious relationships. Balance and harmony, as this new moon wants you to reevaluate your current relationships and see whether or not they need more equilibrium, or you might realize that it's time to move on. This new moon also highlights your emotional well being and that you must heal from past wounds in order to meet that perfect one. Other factors that need to be addressed include the following: increased intimacy, challenges, and growth. Some astrologists claim that there might be the occasional difficulties and feeling secure in the relationship, but if you talk about the problems, then you're more than likely to gain a deeper understanding, thus bringing you closer together. Don't make your partner your constant priority, as this will lead to resentment, and reconnect with your past in the sense that you may be encouraged to reach out to an ex so that you can reconcile. These types of relationships are called twin flames and soulmates, or to bring an ending and closure to an old one. And that's a lot for the collective, because for the collective, there's been debate between the karmic and the divine partner. Just think about that and what this lady said in this journal. But this pertains to everybody out there, but that specifically, that's what the collective, man. Doo-doo-doo. With that being said, here's an awesome quote. Togetherness is written into the fabric of being human, of being alive. Our greatest longing, our deepest ache, our hardest work, our highest potential for growth, love, and becoming, our clearest purpose, all spiral around togetherness. Author unknown, unfortunately. Don't you hate when that shit happens? So essentially, the Libra new moon wants us all to remember that one of our greatest initiations to love includes love for yourself and then for others. Now let's get cracking on the spiritual meaning of the new moon in Libra. Although Libra wants us to have balance, love, connection, beauty, and harmony, underneath it all, it comes with a profound depth and transformation. A transformation that forces you to face the skeletons in your closet so that you become a courageous individual, but more importantly, someone who doesn't repeat the same old patterns that kept you stagnant. Because if you don't, then how in the hell do you expect to move forward? Like, seriously? Furthermore, as people, we all have opinions. Because, as they say, opinions are like assholes and everyone's got one. And that's totally fine, as we're entitled to believe in whatever we want. But when you disrespect someone's boundaries, then you might need to question their values in terms of friendship and whether or not they can remain in your life, or if you need to go your own separate ways. Unfortunately, in terms of love, some people won't like the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with. However, if your friends show you that they respect your decision, then they may deserve to remain in your life. With that being said, the new moon in Libra is also trying to make us remember the meaning of truth and honesty. that is, within ourselves and others. Because love doesn't mean that you have to surrender to all of your partner's needs and wants, as that will lead to resentment, just like mentioned earlier. But more so, you'll lose sovereignty over your own identity. So, there you go. This should be an interesting time, y'all. I hope you guys find what you're looking for in love. And if you're not happy or if you're in a toxic, abusive relationship, then get the hell out if you can, or find some way to get help. And I know that having children makes it even harder, and that sucks, and I'm sorry. But I mean, there's got to be some way of some sort because you don't want to live a miserable life. 11:11 on the timer. You don't want to live a miserable life where someone else is in control of you and makes all of your decisions and you don't have any say because that means that you don't have any boundaries. But it's not that you choose to not have any boundaries, it's because your partner won't let you have boundaries, if that makes any sense. And that's why they abuse you. I mean, verbally, emotionally, mentally, and even physically and sexually. I would hate to see anybody. Well, in my past, I have witnessed people in these types of situations, and it's sad. It really is. And I will say that for the new generation that's watching me, a true story that that's been the worst case of abuse ever. Go look up the movie and the book called The Burning Bed. Okay, and the main actress is Farrah Fawcett. The book definitely goes into more details than the movie does. That's always how it is. The book always goes into more details and shit. But the movie alone, it's a one hell of a fucking eye opener of what women had to put up with before they had any more rights. And I'm not saying that abuse only pertains to women because there's plenty of men out there who've been abused too. I'll say that again. Abuse doesn't always pertain to women. Abuse also pertains to men. So try your best to maintain a healthy balance with respect, honesty, dignity, integrity, and boundaries. Okay? I love you guys, and tomorrow I'll give you a tarot reading.